Hello friends, this is a super quick tutorial on setting up the podcast studio to be prepared for recording. The first thing you're going to do when you walk in is turn on all the cameras. Just leave only these lights on for now. We're going to turn each camera on. There's one under here. Now all three cameras are on. This camera right here has autofocus, so you shouldn't need to do anything with it. And you'll see that it's framed up. It should be fine. This camera right here is also framed up, should be fine. And that camera should be framed up fine. However, if you need to adjust them at all, you're going to use this large knob. Right below the camera, this is an upside down ball head. The large knob is what loosens the ball head. So once you loosen that, the whole thing is going to be mobile. In order to make sure that you have it level, you're going to want to use the on-screen graphic. There's a little level on screen. As soon as you turn power on to the whole system and HDMI is being pulled from the camera, this level will not work anymore. That's why I said you're going to want to start with just these lights on, because once you power that on, level will not work anymore. So you're going to make sure that each shot is framed up well, giving like the right amount of headroom, just a little bit of space above the head, and that each shot is level and that it's pretty even from left to right, Grant and Laurel. Then you're going to make sure that each shot is in focus. The way you're going to do that is click on the touch screen with the little magnifying glass, and then you can drag around to find your spot. And you can even click again and go into ×10 magnification. You are going to go ahead and focus your shot with this ring right here. The aperture should be the aperture should be at an f4. And once you have your shot focused on one person, I recommend scrolling over to the other person and just double checking and seeing how sharp it is on that person as well. If it looks soft on either person, split the difference. So there we go, that's one camera. You're also gonna come over to this camera. You're gonna do the same thing with Jared. You're gonna give him a little bit of space on his left camera's right side of frame, because that's the direction he's looking and he's the only one in frame. So don't center him. This is about the right spot right here. And then you can also do the magnifying glass. You're gonna zoom in. You're gonna zoom in again, go over to Jared's face and focus. It's really important that you actually focus on the person. So have people in the seat and have them relax and focus on them. I've tried before, like using a marker, and it's not as good. So you'll focus each of these two cameras on each person. You will use the large knob to level it off if you need to. And once the large knob has been adjusted, if you want to just do some fine panning, you can loosen this black tab. That black tab, as you can see, allows the camera to pan. Tighten that black tab back down. And don't mess with this silver knob. That one is the one that loosens the entire camera off of the mount. So we don't need to mess with that. Then, after the cameras are all set up and ready to go, you're gonna come over here and flip these lights back off. And then you're gonna hit the big control panel, boom. That is going to turn everything that you need in the room on, including the live stream setup over here. Now your live stream setup is there. And Jared will show you all of the stuff for getting it hooked up to Restream and logging in and all that kind of stuff. I'm just doing the camera hardware. So you're gonna be using 1, 2, and 3 for switching. So we got 1, 2, and 3. Just try to remember in your mind which one is which. You got wide, you got Grant and Laurel at 2, you got Jared at 3. So during the session, the recording session, just go ahead and switch to whoever's talking. So there's no need to try to do any reaction shots. If you feel the need to do a reaction shot or the need to like cut over to someone else to show their reaction, I'd recommend just going to the wide shot, and then kind of camping out on these two for a lot of the podcast. Also, use the one if these two are just getting boring. If we've been in here the whole time, we can go back to the one. The one is just kind of a good transitional piece. Most of the episode is gonna go between the 2 and the 3. I think that's all you should need to know. I believe that Jared has a pretty good understanding of how the rest of this stuff works. So if you need any other help, please feel free to give me a call. Oh, and finally, I almost forgot, when you are all done, please go around and turn each camera off one by one. The cameras are not connected to the main power switch, so those need to be turned off, or else the batteries will die. I flipped that one back on. I had already turned it off. And then the main switch on the wall goes off. And you are wrapped, ready to go home. Okay, hope that makes sense. Again, call me if you need me. Toodaloo.